Have you ever been in a relationship where you love the person, you care about them, you see the good in them, but at the same time, something doesn't feel right? You feel unheard or misunderstood, or like your needs are not being fully met. You don't want to walk away because it's not that simple. And this is where a lot of people find themselves, especially when they feel like their partner shows narcissistic traits. Now, let me be clear here, and before anything else, I want to be clear. This is not about labeling someone or diagnosing them. It's about understanding how the dynamic is affecting you, because the reality is you cannot change someone who is not aware of their own behavior. And the more you try, the more you can lose yourself in the process. And this is where the shift needs to happen. Instead of focusing on how to fix them, bring your attention back to how this relationship is impacting you, how you feel, how you respond, how much of yourself you are giving up to keep that connection. Because often what happens is you start adjusting. You over-explain, you try to keep the peace, and slowly you move further away from yourself. And this is where it becomes unhealthy, not just because of their behavior, but because of how you are now responding to it. So the first step is awareness, noticing the pattern, noticing when you feel dismissed, when your needs are minimized, when communication feels one-sided, and instead of ignoring it or justifying it, acknowledge it, because clarity is what protects you. And the second step is boundaries. And this is where people struggle the most, because they think boundaries will push the person away. But boundaries are not about controlling the other person, not at all. They're about protecting your space, your energy, and your emotional well-being. So this might look like being clear about what you will and won't engage in, not over-explaining yourself, as I said before, and not chasing for that validation, and stepping back when something just doesn't feel right. And the third part, and I think is the most important, is acceptance. Not acceptance of behavior that hurts you, acceptance of what is, seeing the person clearly, not who you hope they will become. Because when you hold on to potential instead of reality, you stay stuck. And this is where you need to ask yourself an honest question. Can I be in this relationship as it is, not as what you want it to be? And that question brings you back into clarity and control, because now you're making decisions from clarity, not emotion. And this is where your self-relationship becomes everything. It becomes healthier, stronger, because you know what's within you. The less you tolerate what doesn't align, the less you lose yourself trying to maintain something. And that doesn't mean you stop loving the person. It means you stop abandoning yourself. And that's the balance, because you can care about someone and still choose yourself. You can stay and set boundaries, or you can step away if needed. But either way, your role is not to fix them, as I said, but it's to fix yourself. It's to stay grounded in you. And over time, that changes the dynamic, because either the relationship adjusts or you gain the clarity to move differently. And that's where real strength comes from, not from holding on at all costs, but from knowing where you stand within it. And if this resonates and you want to go deeper into understanding your patterns and building a stronger self-relationship, my book, Fix Me, is linked below. And if this helped, make sure that you like, share and subscribe to my channel so more people can start building healthier relationships without losing themselves. I'll see you in the next video.